Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm just using my air cutter here, and I'm gonna cut all three of these off. Okay, so I got 3 bolts. This one snapped. I cut that one off. Only this is left. And this end, everything just broke. That's fine. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this a little bit more with the wizard. And then we'll put the new pieces in. Okay, so usually I put a splice in there, and then I'll try to hammer that nut. So this is not original cat, so I remember we changed this 6 years back. So there you go. The nut is just twisting around. I'll leave the threads, will come out. Anyways, there you go. And we're gonna try to save the rear half of it, even though it's all eaten up. But here it is. The flex pipe is gonna come down. Everything's gonna just come down. So this thing just completely broke off. I don't wanna shake the car too much, but it's almost out. Let's see if I can get this guy off my back. And there it is. There's the guy. All right, we're gonna get the new pieces. I do want to clean this a bit, and let's take a look at this end. So we do have one of our aftermarket donuts in there, which fell out already. He's in there somewhere. You see it? It's gotta be in there. Oh, it went down that way. All right, so but we're gonna put an original one in here for the one I showed you earlier. That's gonna go in there. But those bolts, very critical you don't break them, because if you break them, good luck to everything. Anyways, let's continue. All right, so this thing is an awesome looking gasket compared to this shit right here. $10, $23. That's a difference. And you might not be able to see that in this with this light, but heck of a difference. This thing fits in there. It's gonna fit there like a magic. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna perfectly align this guy. This thing, you saw how it just fell out. So look at that. I only put like a 1/4 of an inch and it's already holding itself. And you don't want to do it crooked either. Look at that. Perfect. The piping's not even on. You know what? We'll make a, you guys gonna see this. If you see a thumbnail, this is what you see right now. Okay, so you guys seen this pipe. There's a part number over here. I used to buy these for like 80, 90 bucks, but the price went up. And this one is like 120 bucks now, but if you want to search it, there it is. I don't see any brands on it, but the sticker can stay there. It'll just burn off. It's not going to go on fire, but it's probably going to be there for several months before it disappears. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this hanger side in here. So the hanger side goes in. If you put a little bit of WD-40, that might make it easy. Okay, so this is a job you want to take your time with. So everything has to be perfect, especially the gaskets in the back. So I'll put a little bit of WD-40 on this. I can't see the end where it's going in. There you go. Once you put WD-40 in, it's going to go right in. And now, you're going to hold this up. And you're going to take your bolts, spring-loaded bolts, one at a time, okay? So it's long enough, okay? And I'm going to grab the other one, 12mm socket, an extension. And that's how simple it is. At the end of the video, I will put some torque specs for all this. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna tighten these, and then we're gonna put the oxygen sensor in. We're gonna put a little bit of indices on the threads there. Okay, so I got both bolts in. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna snug them. It's gonna stop as soon as the surface meets the top part of the manifold, and that's all you need to do. There you go. Do a little bit more, equal both sides. Okay, do a little bit at a time. Can need to get a little bit more, but you see how this moves? That's why they call that flex pipe. So if the engine moves, it will not break anything. All right, so we're gonna go further that way. Make sure this is tight. Make sure you put thread lock on this. And this sensor, I put NSCs all around it. So this is what I'm using. Comes with the oxygen sensor if you buy. So what I like to do is I like to twist it. Since we're gonna go clockwise, just twist it counterclockwise. And okay, I got that wrong. So we're gonna twist it the other way around. And when you're screwing this in, it's gonna untwist itself. Bada bing, bada boom. There you go. Simple. That's how simple that is. You're gonna take your wrench, same one. If you have a 22, use the 22. And you lock this sensor up. If you need torque specs, I'm gonna provide all that, but usually I hand tighten everything. That's fine. So, but I will provide you torque specs and everything on this. And the back end, we're gonna be creating our own bolts, and that's something different. Okay, so there's not gonna be no specs here because we're gonna put a nut and a bolt there, and then we're gonna put the sensor in. All right, guys. So we got this guy right here. It's gonna sit just like that. Okay, so make sure you get it in the correct angle to start with. This surface here meets the surface here. That surface meets over there. So what we have is a seal here and seal over there, gasket. These gaskets are no good unless you have one of this. There's a part number. All this is the black stuff they use on the road called a tart, and just liquid, thick liquid. I'm gonna put this all around over here because these usually blow. Okay, so this is something that you do need to put. So what we'll do is if you get one side in, the other one we could get it later. Because all you need to do is slip the gasket in, which is this one, slip it in and put the bolts on. So, just to tell you the bolts, the one that got me, this is 5 here, so I got me 6 bolts and 6 of these nuts. You can find these from Home Depot. Usually I buy it from a parts store. And I don't have a part number, but I'm sure you can find it. So, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take this little guy. If I can open it. It's been there for a long time. Okay, got this guy open. So this is all it is. It's like a little liquid putty. And all you're gonna do is just put this all around on both sides, okay? Not just one side, both sides. So that's what I'm gonna do on both sides, okay? And then we're gonna come back. Okay, so this is ready. We're gonna point the camera a little bit this way because not in it, sorry. It's only going up to here. So this is gonna sit here. And we're gonna get the exhaust system on it. So let's start this. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a bolt here. You know what? Bring that over. Okay, so the catalytic converter is gonna come over. And we're gonna simply just hold on, let it go for a second. And there you go. Can you hold there for me? So make sure you get help. You see this? It's heavy. One person on line and puts the bolts in. And it is gonna drip, so you might get it in your hairs and clothes, and you don't want that. It comes off, but it takes time. Once this thing squeezes, that liquid seal is gonna come all around from the edges. It's gonna stick out, which is what you want, you know? So, oh, okay, I got the bolt in there, so the nut goes on. So that's it. Once you get these three in, you can let it go. Let it go. There you go. We're gonna move on to that side. Do not tighten this side till that side is locked in. Okay, so I'm gonna do the same thing for this side. Same thing, okay? Put some of the sealer on. This stuff I discovered about 6 years back. I was working on a Lincoln Town car doing catalytic converters. Seals kept on blowing. And then I figured, called up the parts guy, and he gave me, this was a solution, he said. Okay, so this triangle looking seal is same size in any angle you put it. So I'm gonna need your help a little bit. So we're gonna push this back, and let's see if I can do this by myself. Let's see. There you go. I got it. It's all right. I got it. There you go. So what we're gonna do is, so right, we got, once I got one of this in, I'm all set. All right, guys, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the other three in, then I'm gonna show you the complete job. I am waiting for another sensor, so make sure you put this sensor in, make sure you lock it up. Same thing we did like we did in the front. Thank you for watching, but I will show you the complete job once I'm complete. All right, so we all done. All the bolts are tight. Sensors are in. This sensor, I had to cut the older one. Well, I got me another sensor. The other one's still hanging over here. I'm not gonna put this guy in there. So you're gonna see a video on this guy. Got this sensor on order, Denso. I'll put something in there for meanwhile. The check engine that might pop up because it's not gonna read anything, but it's not gonna be immediate. Once it sees that it's not getting a signal according to that sensor. But what I would recommend you is if you're changing catalytic converter, change both sensors, okay? We've done these before, so they're not that old. So we don't want to spend another like $200-300 just on sensors. But as you can see, this is still shiny. I did this probably like 7 months back. Anyways, you can see the drip here like I was talking about, okay? This is normal. And one thing I wanted you to do is take a little bit of the silicone, and if you have crush washers, put them in so these bolts, they will come off. So I am going to lock these up. I still got a little bit to do, but it's all set. All 6, do that to it. Anyways, thank you for watching.